Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The Seahawks at 11-2 now. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Pickett right back to the air again. He's got his tight end fan.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Jackson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
McCaffrey.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Again, McCaffrey.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. Walker with a grab, left side. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
And complete to Drake London.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got room. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
He's at the 50. 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kick.
Touchdown!
DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got him.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 64 yards.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure they have momentum.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
11 yards on the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring it.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jackson now.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jackson on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson.
This pass is caught by London.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Throwing is Jackson.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Pickett now on first down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Off play action, Pickett. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Pickett throwing again on second down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw once more on second and 10.
Pickett.
This is the tight end fan. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
He's got his tight end fan.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams